Post Millwall, is everybody all right?
Yeah, they are. David McGoldrick, we're assessing this week as well. That took a little bit of a setback in the week, but we'll assess that today, and hopefully he'll be okay for the weekend. If not, we'll go with what we've got. I said I've been delighted with the performances, delighted with the attitude against Manchester City. I thought it was a proper Sheffield United performance, and away from home, I think you've seen what Gary Rowett talked about. About the mentality of our players and the way we went about it. A real difficult place to go and get a result, and especially in a cup tie. So great to be in the next round. Happy to be in the fifth round, and obviously another difficult task when it eventually gets played in terms of turning Reading over or Cardiff over to get into the quarter-finals.
Crystal Palace in pretty decent form. A lot of those results, including against Man City, as you mentioned them, have been draws. What do you infer from that?
Well, away record's been unbelievable over the last couple of years. Any team that goes to Manchester City and gets any sort of result has got to be recognised as a good side and well respected. I've talked about the manager, to manage in different countries as he's done for huge football clubs, and come here, managed England, managed Liverpool, Fulham, Palace, all the clubs he's managed, and to still doing it and still have the drive and the ambition and the will to win. And I'm not going to be disrespectful and name her age, but in sort of, I should imagine, I'll get away with saying in the twilight of his career, I've got an enormous amount of respect, and the job is ultra difficult. I've been in it since I was early 30s to now, and I know how tough it is. So stick another 20 years on, and to keep going and to be successful, I think just speaks volumes about himself and Ray, how they keep going, how they keep in line with modern players as well, keep in contact with them, in touch with them. I should imagine at times he might shake his head a little bit in terms of the clothes that maybe some of these younger players wear, or the cars that they drive, or the music that they play, but he gets a tune out of all his players, and I think that's an exceptional quality that Roy has.
Is that part of your grand plan then, in the early mid-70s, still managing?
I tell you what, if I'm managing the Premier League and doing the job that Roy is, I will have been extremely lucky and dodged a few bullets, and have had to do a lot of things right. But yeah, I think we've all got a huge love for the game, and even though I might have a little bit of a moan up about it, I love the job of being a manager of a football club, especially in the Premier League.
Because of how well Sheffield United have done, fans might look at the next sequence of fixtures and go, look, here represents a real opportunity to rack up some points. How would you respond to that?
I'm a keen observer of what other managers say, and I listened to what the manager of Liverpool said about their supporters singing about winning the Premier League, and his message was on to the next game. So I respect what our supporters are thinking, but I know more than anybody how difficult and tough it is to gain points in the Premier League, and sometimes maybe even the most positive of our supporters should be realistic as well, especially when we don't get the results that maybe we're all after. We're all after wins. We've been through a tough period, but it doesn't change. These are still 3 points for a win. Nothing changes. The attitude of the players has to be the same. The performance of the players has to be really good to gain any sort of points. Hopefully, by the turn of this window, and when the window shuts on Friday night, the group will be as strong as it's been for, I should imagine, a long time in this club's history. And we look forward to the challenges ahead.